Hi everyone, it's the 23rd of April now. Yesterday we broke out of this golden downtrend. We even backtested it. It didn't fill the gap, overnight gap, which kind of gets me worried. Maybe the blue top band will hold. We pull back one more time, fill that gap, and then run. So this here is, I think, becoming a very orderly correction and it's getting ready to run. If the blue top band holds, we pull back one more time, maybe even touch that green bottom band properly, and that would become a really big buy signal if we see a bounce and break out of the blue bull flag. Similarly, on the SPX, you can see the green bottom band held. That is a channel to perfection. The golden channel is broken. Sorry, initially, no, not the golden one. The golden one didn't even hold. So I'm talking about this one here. That purple one is now golden here. Back tested. It didn't fill the gap. We'll see whether that blue top band holds. If it does hold, we pull back one more time. It could also become a kind of a double resistance. If it gets there on the SPX, the level would be around 5,050. Another 30 points to go. We reverse from there, fill the gap. That would be a big drop though. About 75, about 75 points drop if it gets there and reverses. And then the break off the blue bull flag would be a buy signal. Dow Jones had already broken out of the golden bull flag, and it even filled the gap that I mentioned in yesterday's video. I said, this is our gap, and once the gap is filled, I believe we're going to keep on running, and that's exactly what happened. This golden channel and the red resistance are broken. So yeah, Dow Jones is already out in the clear. This is Dow Jones cash, and it also, this is the golden bull flag, broken, back tested, filled this gap, right? Is it? Well, maybe not. Maybe this fell short a little bit, but either way, the gap, the bull flag is back tested. It bounced off it. We also had this resistance that is also broken. So yeah, this looks very, very positive. NASDAQ also broke out of the purple downtrend and back tested it. Now it's turning back north and there was a gap, I think, on this one. No? Excuse me. Oh, the gap was filled here. So that's the 19th, and this is the open gap last night. So sorry, during yesterday. So this is Sunday night gap, and I mentioned in the video we'll probably fill the gap, stay inside the green uptrend right there, and we are now out of the purple downtrend, and even back tested it. So the only direction from here is up, I believe. But of course, the blue resistance, which held here, it has to be broken. Anything beyond or above 1700, 17,475, 480 would be the break of that blue resistance. And we'll get to the red, which is also, it has 3 touches already. It may smash through and at least get to that 18,100. NASDAQ cash, similar story. We have this green uptrend, similar to the ES uptrend. Okay, the purple bull flag is now broken. It's not a bull flag, it's a downtrend, very steep one, and got back tested to the last tick. You can see the back test. The gap was filled yesterday. I mentioned the gap, and the gap fill was, also to the last tick. It filled the gap, broke out of the purple downtrend. Now we're going to test that blue resistance, and once it's broken, we're going to get to the black resistance right there at just over 17,500 if that blue one breaks. For the blue one to break, the level is going to be 17,325, 17,325, 345 or something. That's where I think that blue resistance would be broken. Russell is back inside the red failed bull flag. It is back in. And the green top band is a potential resistance. So if we get there, we may pull back one more time to form this green bull flag and then rally to break out. So you can see the red one has been damaged already too many times. So we can remove that one from the picture. Now, what matters here is the green top band. If it holds, we pull back one more time, maybe a new low, because that's what Russell does. And then a break to the upside may start the next leg up. Obviously, it still has to break this very important blue resistance. This was the fakie, and now it has to go and break it for good. FTSE is now, look at this, the red resistance is now broken. This is now a gigantic break, a multi-year break. So this is the red resistance, yeah, from 2018 high, 2023 high, 24, right? This is now broken. We have maybe just because of its overbought, that blue resistance is holding. But once the blue resistance is gone, FTSE has a big upside. DAX unfortunately didn't fill the gap. It cleared the red resistance with an open gap. I thought it's going to get to the golden top band, pull back to fill the gap, and then rally. But now the golden resistance is gone. This was the fake to the downside because the golden bull flag was really nice. Now it's broken. This was news-induced action. From the Middle East that went there, then broke out of the red. Now the golden resistance is gone. So DAX is looking at new highs above 18,750. This is looking very, very orderly. Forget about this one. The blue and golden supports, for me, they held, and then we rally, and we are now breaking out of the golden bull flag. TLT has bounced off the golden bottom band. Now it's trying to break this blue resistance. If and when it breaks, we get to the golden top band and even break it. So I think the correction on bonds is over, is coming to an end. And this is the 10-year note, still inside the blue bull flag potential. Will it be able to get to that blue top band and break it? That's my take at the moment. I think it will. Then rates are going to come even further down. This is oil. This is US oil. The golden resistance has to be broken for a major rally to start. It had broken the green support and back tested it. Okay. And it came down, cleared the blue channel. And I've been saying that 80 is going to be a very critical level. If it touches 80, that red plus golden, so this support zone should be holding. 80 is going to be very critical. Then we may see a big rally starting. On Brent oil, the backtest of the blue broken resistance is still holding. You can see the backtest is very much intact and it's still holding. Is it going to come down to the golden and red double support at 84? That's the big question. There is a chance, yes, and that would be also another buy signal, but it doesn't have to. It may even rally from here to that red top band. Natural gas touching that is going to touch that green top band, I think. And if it holds, we see another big sell-off starting. That is going to be 1850, 1860 on the current contract, which is May contract. The May contract is still backtesting the black broken bear flag, which is still bearish. So maybe it doesn't have to go 1850, 1860. It will come down and break that red bottom band. And that red supports break is going to open the way for another big major sell-off. Gold is now, gold came down to that green bottom band. It's not really holding, is it? So that is a little bit damaged here, but it's also testing the red broken upwards channel. So the spin-off upsloping, the spin-off channel was broken and back tested while filling this gap here, then rallied. We are now back testing it for the second time, and the back test is holding at the moment. I think if we look at the 1 hourly chart, so let us look how this whole thing has unfolded. This could also, this is the 1 hourly chart, okay? I'm going to now, a little bit education here. This is where the trend started. Bottom band 2 touches, first touch here, and it's going to be the second touch. So if it gets to the blue top band, pulls back, and then breaks it to the upside, that is going to become a buy signal. And yes, the green bottom band is damaged, but it is what it is. Do we have the same story on the futures? Let me see. This is the futures data. I think it's also the same. Slightly damaged bottom band right there. All right, now silver is very shaky. It's coming to the red bottom band support, and the red top band has only one touch. The previous red was this, okay? It was this, but the bottom band didn't hold. Okay, that's why we have to remove it. I thought the red bottom band is going to hold from here and we're going to rally, but it didn't. So we have to live with this possibility, and hopefully that red bottom band is going to hold. At least we're going to test that golden resistance one more time if that red one holds. It's coming around 2650, 2645 on the spot chart. And let's have a look at platinum. I was hoping that platinum is going to bounce off the blue, break that red resistance and start a rally. Yesterday, I was hoping that, but it really didn't. Platinum is the weak man in the family. And, the green resistance back breakout had failed. The blue support has been broken. So looks like there is more downside. Obviously, break off that red resistance may start a little bit of a bounce, but I think this whole thing may turn into a very steep downtrend, especially something like this. So, right, that I'm going to put this in golden color and see, even if the red breaks, then we backtest the blue, and then it may keep on coming down all the way to 900, even below it. Yeah, it is unfortunate. I thought we're never going to see 900 again, but no, it actually is holding. It has failed to break. That golden resistance on copper I mentioned to you yesterday at 456. This is 455 actually. I mentioned 455 many times, and I said it is a very critical level to take out, and that's exactly what I meant. It hasn't, and it has already fallen 15 points from that 455. We're at 440. Is it going to come down really hard? I think that's still possible. And where did this leg start? So I'm going to now put something on just as a potential support, okay? So this here, if it gets there, obviously, I'm going to remove the purple and we can make this one a new uptrend potential. So if it comes to the purple bottom band, because of course it's way down. I mean, it may come down and touch it at 425, 420, and then start a rally. But either way, 455 has to be broken for more upside. At the moment, this looks very corrective. Let's have a look at euro. It has now broken the golden internal resistance. The red top band is potential resistance. So if it gets there, we may still see a reversal. for it to come down and break down. So that red top band is very, very critical. The level for that is 107, 107.25. Yeah, 107.002. Yeah, 107.05, 107.02. So somewhere there, like within those 3 pips, it will come up 107.05 maybe, then come down maybe to at least come down to that red bottom band if this entire move to the downside wants to take another leg down. Pound sterling is now back testing. It's very oversold, obviously. So it's pushing back into the blue broken downtrend, which would, of course, be slightly bullish if it can do that. It's hard to say. I mean, it's already, I showed it yesterday. You can see this spike up has been erased. Yeah, and that's why it's also bouncing. This is where it started. You can see, and this here has already been, so this spike up has already been erased. So maybe it wants to rally now. It's a hard read. I mean, forex, it has been very hard to read apart from US dollar, Japanese yen. That was a very clear one for me. The red resistance break at 152, the blue resistance break. This is, of course, CPI spike up. Now, yesterday it touched, I was mentioning another green channel, but actually, yesterday I had a relook and I found that this golden, we can even put it in green, it actually, this green uptrend, first, second, third touch on the bottom band, it also back tested the blue broken resistance right here, and that spike, it rallies. The blue green top band is obvious target. As long as the green channel holds, the purple resistance broken and back tested. So this is now still looking very bullish. My target was 155, but by the looks of it, it really wants to get over 156, 156.50, at least to that green top band, and maybe even to that golden top band ultimately at 158.50. So there's so much more upside for US dollar, Japanese yen. Japanese yen is getting completely decimated. I think the lows of 1990 is being revisited now. Now, DXY, the US dollar index, is now trying to break back into the blue channel. So that was the 2 back tests. Now the 3rd back test is holding, which is why it's getting a little bit tricky now to, is it going to test the red bottom band and then rally? Or is it going to break back into the blue and come down really hard? I'm still expecting the golden top band to be tested. But if you look at it this way, there is one spike down, which has already been erased or gained back. Yeah, this here is already gained back. If we look at this one here, there is a gap there from November last year, right? That the level is 106.50. So that's the level. I think that's the minimum target, 106.50. Aussie dollar has broken the green internal resistance, yeah, and it's back testing it now, which is why Aussie is looking bullish now here. All right, and Kiwi is also trying to break that green resistance, and we may come down one more time. There's a little gap here. Maybe it's my data from my broker, but if it rallies, then the green resistance is has to be broken. You can see it's trying now. It's really trying, but so far it hasn't really succeeded. But I think it will do it eventually. All right, last part is coffee before coins. The coffee reversed at the blue internal resistance from 250. We are at 226. That's precision. And the red bottom band, obviously, it may take a kind of a bull flag and it may take all the way to June to test the red and then rally at least to that blue top band. The blue top band is the ultimate target. More importantly, now today is the day that I can certainly say wheat has broken out. Okay, the green resistance is now gone. Yesterday, I've been showing that purple bottom band as the support. It held perfectly. We are now out of the purple downtrend. We are now above that green resistance. That's the veg. I'm talking about the May contract, okay? I'm going to roll over to the next June contract, actually. Yesterday, I closed half of the position because the golden top band held. So I got a little bit worried, but now the golden top band is also broken. This potential bear flag is breaking to the upside. Wheat is a certain buy. Soybeans is the same. The red downtrend is now certainly broken. Now, last one is this blue resistance, and that doesn't stand a chance. I think it is going to break at 1180, 1182 today if it gets there, but maybe it will take time and break it at 1175 later on. We don't know that yet. And corn had broken out of the blue. The red resistance I had mentioned, it was broken, back tested. It broke out of the blue bull flag. Now it has to get to the 450, smash through that golden resistance and get to 465 or so to backtest that blue broken support. This here is going to become a major resistance, I think, once it gets there. It's already a resistance here, but you can see it may turn into another resistance. Cocoa is, I don't have much to add. It's a gigantic breakout that I mentioned last year so many times by cocoa, by chocolate. I mean, you all remember, my old time members. Sugar is looking like still it is very weak. It touched the blue bottom band, but didn't really bounce. I've been damaged. I think we have this green resistance and we have this golden bear flag now. This golden bear flag breaks, then I think we're going to see it coming down to 18. The May contract is going to expire soon, so all May contracts will have to be switched to the June contracts. The green bottom band on cotton is holding, and the red bottom band. So this was a double support. And I think there is a good chance that it's going to break out of the red bull flag and we're going to see a big rally starting. So there is that, okay? Let's have a look at coins now. Bitcoin is inside the golden, the golden bull flag is broken. The green in uptrend is perfect. The black bull flag is perfect at 59,700. They touched it twice. We are now out of the golden bull flag. The obvious target is that black top band at 72,000. That's the target, but we may come down one more time and then rally, maybe even touch that green bottom band. Hopefully not. I hope that this green bottom band is not going to be tested one more time, which makes it a very young uptrend. So Ethereum, slightly red, but you can see the blue support has to be holding. This is the low of October or November, low of February, April, January, February. This is the low of April. It's perfect, that blue support. And the red bull flag, the green resistance was broken, so I'm going to remove this one. As long as this blue support stays intact, Ethereum has a chance to get to the red top band, maybe pull back, and then a break to the upside. Aave is out of the blue bull flag, which is why it turned very bullish. Not very bullish, but bullish, right? But it really has to break back into the golden channel for a rally. ACH was out of the golden bull flag, but it has to break that red resistance. ADA is, what is it doing? I think we may have a kind of a downtrend here, right? Maybe. APT, not my cup of tea. ATA is already, wow. ATA is one of the big winners. Yesterday it was up big time, and now ATA is like, this is a huge recovery. There's something up with ATA. And the green resistances break would be a major break. Audio has to break 32 cents, yes, to start a rally. AVAX trying to reclaim the broken red bull flag so that it wants to go beyond that red once more. BMEX, this is now a nice breakout, and it's now coming for a backtest. If the backtest holds around 28, then the target is going to be 65, around 65. Chilis, no breakout yet. We need 16 cents. CKB, no push yet. As long as this green support holds, there is a chance for the rally to keep on going. Coty is now forcing that black resistance. So far, no real breakout, but I actually, this is a giant double support bounce. So I think Coty is going to start a rally. The target is going to be 72. We are at 13. Data, no real action. Doge, no real action. The green bottom band has to hold. Polkadot is off the green, and it wants to take out that red resistance and get to the blue top band at least. DYDX, the red channel hasn't really formed, but it's off the green. Golden top band is the obvious minimum target. Flare, not looking very positive. FTM trying to stay inside the black uptrend and above that red support. GRT is out of the golden bull flag, so I think there is more upside. If you're buying GRT, the stop would be the previous lows, which is 20, and the target is 29. If you're buying, the target is new all-time highs at 3.2. Hive is still not really pushing. Jasmy has to get to maybe that green bottom band and then rally. CAS is slightly positive, but it has to break out of the golden bull flag to start the next leg up. This is also disappointing. Blue support, the green support, they are all broken. Chainlink, not really forming that red bull flag because the top band is not really holding. Either way, this golden support zone was broken, so it's going to backtest. From there, we may see one more dive to that golden bottom band and then rally. Litecoin still targeting 140 ultimately. Mana, no real big action. Matic is off the blue support. Obviously, it has to break that red resistance and rally. OM, let me show you. That blue resistance has to be broken. I think that's a very nice setup, that veg. And the green bottom band, if the green bottom band holds, OM is going to start a rally all the way to 3 plus. PAL, know that it has now broken that blue bottom band. That is not good for PAL. And Pepe is inside the blue large bull flag, I think, but maybe one more pullback and then rally. PYR is off the very major double support, that blue plus golden, but it has to break out of the red bull flag. And Render is trying to push off the green support. And RSR, if it touches the golden bottom band, we will rally to new highs. Sandbox, no real, and Songbird inside the red bull flag. So if it breaks out, then yes, maybe touching that golden top band is the minimum target. Shiba, Solana is looking good. Solana is off the red. It wants to rally. Sui, as I said yesterday, it wants to backtest the red, a broken support, which turns into a resistance now. So I think we may see a touch on the blue bottom one more time. This is not looking very nice. This is a fake breakout. And then it broke down the green and the red. So Sui is not really looking very good. Theta is looking okay. That red bottom band is holding, and there may be some more upside coming. Tia, oh, that's not good, obviously. It's not bad, but it's not good either. That green resistance has to be broken. The blue one held, but now the blue one is broken. That short-term support is broken. Maybe it wants to test the red, and once it breaks that green resistance, which is going to be around, where is it? 12. Then TIA is going to become a buy signal, minimum target 24, possibly higher. Okay, what else? Monero, not much to say. Last one is, not last one, I think I still do the Zcash. The blue resistance, the blue triangle, has to be broken for Ripple to rip. Last one is Zcash. It's trying to break out of the green bull flag. It wants to try. Okay, the failed red bull flags break. The red breakout failed. It touched the golden support and the green. Now the green top band has to be broken. Anything beyond 26 would look very good. All right, guys, take care. Keep in touch. Bye.